kung saan nga may masarap ay pinupuntahan. So, good evening guys. First of all, my name is Megan Jake Visonico and alongside with John Ray Padin, and we are from Central Luzon State University under the College of Engineering, BSAB 1-3. So, first of all, greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It depends on what time you're watching this video. So, as you can see in the first slide of our presentation, we're going to discuss to you and analyze Region 1 or Ilocos region in other words, and specifically the top 10 major products of the region. So these products may have the significant impact on the country's GDP or can be informative to you. It depends if you want to travel to this region. So, first of all, before we go to the main course of this presentation, I think we need to study about the Ilocos region's geographic location. This will be informative to you if you want to travel to this region, so you will not get confused or get lost of where does Ilocos region really is. So Region 1, also known as Ilocos region, is located in the northwestern part of the Luzon in the Philippines. So if it is not in the Philippines, surely 100% it is not Ilocos region. It's bordered by Cordillera Administrative Region to the east, the Cagayan Valley to the northeast, and the South China Sea to the west. So as you can see here guys in the presentation, we have Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, La Union, and Pangasinan. Those provinces contribute to what we call Ilocos region. In the next slide, we can see the bigger representation of Luzon. So Ilocos region, on the left side and the right side of it, we can see the Cagayan Valley. Below it, we have Central Luzon, and the upper part of it is the Cordillera Administrative Region as said in the definition. Next is Ilocos region agricultural background. So we need to tackle this, I think, because it has a relation to the top 10 major crops of the region, because we will know if those products really makes a significant effect to the region's output. So Region 1, also known as Ilocos region, has a history of agriculture and agri-industrial businesses. The region's economy is primarily agricultural, with the provinces of Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, La Union, and Pangasinan all contributing to the region's agricultural output. So, because the region economy is primarily agriculture, those 10 major crops has a significant effect to the living of the people here. So, next, these are the 10 major crops in the Ilocos region. First is palay, second is corn, third is mango, fourth is eggplant, fifth is tomato, next is coconut, next is banana, onion, tobacco, and the lowest is watermelon. So we can conclude in this picture or this presentation that palay is the most produced product of this region. Next is corn, mango, and so on. Next is the economic impact analysis, which will be discussed by John Ray Padin, my co-reporter. Thank you guys.
Now that we all know about the agricultural background of Ilocos region and the major crop produce of the Ilocos region, let's talk about the economic impact of these major crops to the GDP of Ilocos region and the economy of the Philippines. This table represents the comparison between the Ilocos region production of its top 10 product in comparison to overall production of the Philippines from 2019 to 2023 in a span of 5 years. The Ilocos region managed to produce about 9.6 million of palay, while the Philippines' overall production of palay is about 97.6 million metric ton. Corn produce of Ilocos region is about 2.8 million, and the Philippine total of corn production is about 41 million metric ton, and so on. The next slide shows the exact percentage of contribution of the crops produced in Ilocos region compared to overall production of the Philippines. We can see that the tobacco contribution is about 67.42% to overall production, which is the highest production of tobacco per region, followed by eggplant and tomato with about 31% mango with 18.15%, watermelon with 20.09%, onion with 18.15%, palay with 99.82%, corn with 7.04%, banana with 0.73%, and coconut with 0.31%. These data show how the Ilocos region's major crop help the Philippine economy and the food security. Next is the agriculture, forestry, and fishing, or AFF, contribution to the regional GDP per year of Ilocos region. In 2019, the regional GDP of Ilocos region increased by 6.9%, with the AFF contributing 0.12% to that 6.9 increase. In 2020, the regional GDP of Ilocos region decreased by 7.7% due to the pandemic, where almost every sector suffered a loss, but the AFF still managed to contribute about 0.2% increase in growth rate. In 2021, the regional GDP of Ilocos region increased by about 4.6%, but the AFF caused a decrease in growth rate by 0.22%. This is due to the Typhoon Maring. In 2022, the regional GDP increased by 7.6%, and the AFF contributes 0.12%. And lastly, in 2023, the Ilocos region GDP increased by 7.1%, while the AFF contribute its highest contribution to the GDP growth since 2019, which is about 0.6%. These data show that one of the reasons for the increase in GDP of Ilocos region is the sector of agriculture, forestry, and fishing. This also shows how important the agriculture of Ilocos region to the Philippine economy. This is just a graph of Ilocos region major crops production compared to the Philippines total crop production from 2019 to 2023. So that is the end of this presentation. I hope that you learned how important the agriculture of Ilocos region to the Philippine economy and how the major crops of Ilocos region impact the regional GDP. Thank you for watching.